Welcome back everyone to our Succession series on Rule the Waves, playing as France with the Historical Gamer, XTRG, and myself, Tortuga Power. So I don't want to... Well, hopefully I get through this battle somewhat quickly, although it does appear to be like a massive one. It was almost nice that Historical Gamer had his fleet battle in a way that he, because of weather, couldn't really control the other ships, and I'm not in that situation. And I have like conflicting motivations. One is to keep get this series to XTRG as soon as possible because I don't want this series to lose momentum while the ball's in my court. But the other thing I feel responsible to do is to have a good outcome. So here we go. We're jumping right back into the fray. Lots of stuff is going to be happening, of course. Our Sacre Bleu and the Colbert leading the way. We're going to get our other battle line ships to, turn in eventually in the correct way. Try to get our light cruisers blasting out in front. Everyone's kind of going in every direction. All that we've done for sure is at least confirm one kill on this Danzig class ship. Get the Liana and the Historical Gamer to speed on ahead. And we don't really know how things are going to go in this battle quite yet, but our sincere hope is that with our maneuvering, our early maneuvering, we can actually pull out ahead. Now they are kind of in disarray. We are wasting a lot of shots. Oh my gosh, the Chateau Renault has really... Well, she's gotten right on top of the Danzig, and the Danzig is for sure sinking on fire. Every single one of her turrets has been destroyed at this point. So we're not really questioning that. Okay. It's almost the point in time where I would prefer just to ask all ships to stop firing. Just because then we would not waste our ammunition on a ship which is surely going down. The problem with that order would be... the Le Carlotte. That's very cool that we have this ship in here as well. Excuse me. I forgot about her. So, that's actually good. So this is a nice group of ships we have leading the pack. We have our... Well, okay, the Colbert is also not... is a ocean class, okay. And the ship is reporting... Okay, there, it's updated, okay. It looked like the image, it wasn't firing its gun, but... This is such chaos. I'm sure we're going to miss a lot of important turns. My goal is just to be... maybe we should even just send... No, I don't want to send our destroyers in for an attack yet. It's just not the right time. What we could do is head south to meet them a little bit. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Not with the light cruisers, good God. Not with the Le Carlotte either. But if we do this, it looks like, did somebody detach? No, we just have people running on top of each other. So what if we get these guys, they're already doing 17. We will kind of pull them out here. We want everyone to shift down, and we can actually run at them. As long as we're making a run which is leaves us north of them, we should have the advantage in terms of firing. So we can just try to close the gap. I'm using this not to actually approach them, but really just to give me a moment to sort out my darn fleet, which is, And you can imagine trying to flag signal with all these ships. It would be just a nightmare. Okay. Now let's try to get these things back organized. Oh, no. If you left click like this, crap, it's going to happen. It actually drags a box. When you drag a box, that's actually where your vision will be set to. So I dragged a box like this. We're going to zoom in so that is the extent of the screen. So it's usually if you zoom way out and then you want to view that, you can just box. But I don't find it very functional. There's never been a time where I needed to do a box around units instead of just zooming in directly. So it's maybe just a feature which was intended to be clever, but ultimately is not necessary. Oh, good God. It is so hard to keep track of all these darn different ships. Okay. The important ones are getting these guys. This is a light cruiser fleet. It looks like they're headed up. That's good. I'll leave you guys heading up. Where's this Sulfurino? Okay, it does look like it's edging back down. Okay, I think maybe eventually this battle line will emerge. Slowly but steadily, they are emerging from the ranks of the light cruisers. There they come. Now, unfortunately, we're way too tight because we tried to sneak in the Liena and the Historical Gamer, but I think we can fix that. Let's get these guys to go squad max, and we'll have these guys drop in second. You just slow down to 16 for a second. You as well. Slow down to 16 for a second. You as well. And I'm sure we'll get this sorted out soon. Alright, just give us time. Give us time. Let's get these guys to slow down a little bit. They only need to run at like 20 or so. So they're already pretty far ahead of the group. Yeah, I would even say 19 would be sufficient. Okay, so the first shot's been fired. Have actually landed between this long-range barrage, and that is one heck of a long-range barrage. Good gracious. Party Commissar is our first victim. She didn't take any damage, did not penetrate, even though, you know, these guns are serious business. What are these, 10? Yeah, okay, so 10-inch guns. It's still a little surprising that they didn't penetrate our belt extended. But, okay. Alright, well, let's just keep moving on. Mainly right now, let's just get the battle line sorted. Then we can kind of run things at speed. But we're still getting into position. Slow this guy down just one smidge more. Okay, well, we actually landed our first blow, the Le Carlotte. Le Carlotte has landed a hit on the Westphalen. She's unlikely to really feel the effects of that, even though it's a 12-inch blow with her mighty armor. So let's drop in here, like so. Yeah, it's a little bit tight, but I think that's actually a good enough spacing that we can just start forming up that line. This line needs to come back a little bit. And since they will be coming back a little bit, you need to come back a little bit as well. It's working. We're getting there. Even if, while that happens, we're going to suffer a few hits. But we've given ourselves the best chance in terms of fire control, at least. So fire control-wise, we've done everything we can, really. We are not doing everything we can with these light cruisers. Oh, it looks like we launched another torpedo for some reason. That's okay. So I want to get a little bit closer. We actually landed a hit that could be really valuable against this S-19 destroyer. I mean, that kind of hit. It was with the secondaries. The 10-inch guns actually landed on the destroyer. Well, if that was a direct hit, that might actually destroy that ship outright. Okay, we landed a few more on the same Westphalen. That's good. Looks like we've disabled one of her front turret, but maybe that was just a jam, which has been happening to our ships, as you've seen. Now, the Westphalen herself did return fire and hit our Sacre Bleu, which is where Tortuga currently resides. So if the Sacre Bleu is like destroyed outright, like in a massive explosion of any kind, I'm going to just call my term to an immediate close as the death of the naval director. I don't think I mean, it's very unlikely. Even if the Sacre Bleu sinks, most likely it would be because of just taking a progression of damage and then the ship starting to go down. And I would just probably roleplay that as him getting off the ship still. Me getting off the ship. So we need you guys to slow down just a little bit. You guys are now fine, so drop back down to 17. Yeah, everybody's looking good. Really, if the Corbeil the Magenta can catch up and fill this little gap that we have, everyone else is in good shape. In fact, I'm more worried about this than I'm worried about anything else. So once we have this line in place, then we can just drive right at the Germans. And everything else is really getting formed up nicely. So So we're finally getting in there. All right, so this is good. The historical gamer is the only one maybe slightly obstructed by the Le Carlotte, but barely. If it's an obstruction, it's just barely one. Get the Huargaberi to curve up a little bit. You guys can slow down to 17. All right, so here we go. This is where I can finally, let's just set a direction for all of them. Course of, well, I don't want to intercept immediately, but yeah, let's continue on somewhat closing course. 100. Sounds good. So let's get everyone on to 100. And then I don't have to worry about people falling out of line over time, and I can run it for a long time. Again, it is unfortunate that you can't just directly set the course to be 100. You can't type. I don't think you can type it in. I've tried it before. But once everyone gets to 100, even though they're in parallel, they're not on the same line, but they're on parallel lines, so it's good enough. Now we want 17. Let's get this guy, already 17. Get you up to 17. Everyone at 17 will just normalize here in their current positions. And okay, so now we can do the unthinkable. We can run continuously. And I'll just have to pause if anything interesting comes up. But here we go. Oh, we actually did sink it. That 110-inch gun was nice. It's going to pause when we get these hits, which I think is okay. The Solferino took a hit. Belt did not penetrate. Continue. Okay, we have hit the Westphalen again, but this is with 4-inch guns. I'm not going to concern ourselves much about that. Get our light cruisers to start narrowing out their approach. 8-inch gun on the Westphalen. Another hit on the S-57. Well, I mean, not another hit on this ship, but another destroyer hit. And the Huargaberi took an engine room hit, but did not penetrate. We also need to get these guys to go to 100. So keep things normalized. Okay, nothing interesting. 2 hits for us. I mean, 2 hits in our favor. Another hit in our favor. Historical gamer contributing 12-inch guns. These Westphalens they've kind of broken off from the pack, and that's what I like. I like to see this. Oh, okay, dear. So we have the Deputy Trois, who's had rudder damage. Hopefully, I don't know which direction. This is important. Damn it. I was going to say anything but starboard, but no, she's jammed starboard. So well, that's just really unfortunate. I mean, she's about to spin into our ships. And I don't want to slow her speed down at all either, because if I do so, she'll become a much easier target for the rest of the ships. So she's going to veer into our line, but maybe we'll get lucky and nothing bad will come of it. A few hits going not in our favor. This is kind of to be expected, though. Let's get these guys back down to... It's fine. And let's get you to slow down a bit. Conserve a little bit of your speed, gentlemen. 17, 17. Might as well get everyone to do this. 18 is fine for you. Let's say, what's your speed? Oh, you're at 18. That's good. You guys, 19. That's fine. Okay, good. Steady as she goes. So our lines are converging, though, so this is exciting. Now, unfortunately, if they wanted to make a run up to the north, now I guess our light cruisers will protect against that, but if they did, they would be able to beat us to the punch. Looks like that one's straightening out. The question is, are we able to get full broadsides off? It looks like it is. Yes. Okay, our coal bunkers have saved us a hit on my own, the ship I am currently directing from, the flagship. And now that, I mean, it kind of explains why you have the flagship as the one flagging everyone, which is currently the method of giving orders in this era. Not a good turn for us. We did land a 12-inch hit somewhere, but we had a Sardinia get hit. Not good. So we're going to pull her back a little bit. She's running solo. Doesn't need to be. And Marseillais took a hell. The star means that it penetrated, so those are ones we have to concern ourselves about. Okay, moving on. What happened here? Did the Sacre Bleu... Why did she become detached? I didn't see the reason. I don't know. It obviously happened a while ago. Let's get the Colbert to slow down a little bit because she's riding up on the Sacre Bleu. The Deputy Trois is just still spinning out of control. That's okay. It's not ideal, but we're not going to do anything to change it. Still getting a few hits on the Westphalen, not with good quality guns. 3-inch gun here. 1 12-inch, that's significant. And then again, these 3-inch guns hitting the destroyers, that's good. That's actually useful. We took a pass-through hit, which means at least the shell didn't explode. The Marseillais, shell limited by coal bunkers. Okay, so this is a better term for us. 8-inch hit, 12-inch hit, 12-inch hit. We might actually be doing... Oh my gosh, we've destroyed... This is certainly not them, this is certainly us. We've destroyed one of their turrets. So, let's... steady as she goes. Keep it up. I think our line is perfect. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's something I can still live with myself directing. Let's get these guys to not approach too much. And is this the Deputy Trois? Has she finally finished her spin? No. She's still spinning along. And, well, we'll wait for her to get it under control. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. We'll try to wait for some serious damage. We are hitting a few light cruisers. And still focusing on this Westphalen, who has now lost... Is that another turret? We've destroyed 2 turrets. Good sign. Okay. Another Westphalen hit. We are focusing on this one. This Dreadnought might go down. Okay, we're taking a few hits ourselves. More Westphalen hits, but that's only an 8-inch gun. No, we have a 12-inch Sacre Bleu. Has also hit... Is it the same Westphalen? I mean, there's 2 Westphalens, that's why I keep checking. Yeah, this one hasn't really taken any damage. Looks like they're actually targeting the Sardinia, so I'm going to move the Sardinia back, the Westphalen, just by the angle of her guns. So, near miss, yeah. Oh, Rhineland's actually targeting her as well. So, may even want to deploy smoke with her, but I don't want to... So, accumulated smoke in battle is already decreasing the sighting range. I think that also increases the accuracy penalty. So, let's try to avoid doing that. Otherwise, I really like our battle line. We're set up well. You can see everyone is getting full broadsides off. We can narrow out, make our heading like due east at 90 if we need, if we're getting too close. Because eventually, as we keep going down and down and down, these guys are going to get further ahead and more, like, further away from our rear turrets. We may have to adjust fire to compensate for that. So things have gone well for us so far, though. This Westphalen has taken several hits. 2 turrets destroyed already. Okay, big one. Okay, do we have Brandenburg? These minor other ships, I'm not going to worry about too much. Obviously, they're probably all going to take a few hits, but nothing big is going to come of it. Prussian, yeah, just going to check out what ships are getting hit. This is the front one that's not damaged. A near miss for the Prote, which is our fantastic light cruiser, who's already taken out several other ships, which I'm happy to report. Let's get you to still... The Deputy was still back there, huh? Strange. And what happened to your other group, Marseille? Oh, you're solo. Well, we have 3 light cruisers, or 3 heavy cruisers. Ah, the Touche-Treville. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, you broke off at some point. Maybe you tried to reattach to the Deputy Trois and then it didn't work out. I don't know. We don't have time to figure out these little details. We do have these Westphalens coming in a little bit. So right now, I'm going to... Have we won the battle so far? I think so. Now, right now, that's a lot of hits on us. So I'm going to give the order. We're going to neutral out. I'm going to put us into a line. So I'm going to let every ship come down to this line before I give the order to make your heading east. I want everyone just exactly in a line. However, simultaneously, I'm going to order the flotilla attack the moment our destroyers have been waiting for. These guys are actually peeling away, so it's not ideal. We have to wait maybe 1 minute or 2 for them to start making their return. Yeah, that's some good hits, too. Okay, like you can almost go 90. What is the deal here? One of our ships has obviously fallen off pace. Alright, still some good hits. Get this one to go 90. There it is. This one to go 90. Uh-huh. We'll let the rest of them catch up. That's not a good turn. Oh yeah, we gotta get all these other ships to go 90 as well. Or something resembling 90. The Juicerville is still spiraling back there. What I don't understand is how these guys got paired up. I wonder if that ship can't even go 17. Oh, the Latouche-Treville and the Deputy 12 both had rudder problems. That's hilarious. I didn't notice that. Well, that explains everything. Okay, Latouche-Treville, rudder repaired. Fine. Now, at this point, you got to go squad max to catch up. We almost should detach some ships to, you know, escort you back into the fold. We overcooked it a little on a few of these guys, but we'll get them to go 90 now. Come on, there it is. And you know what? Yeah, you can wait another turn or two. Okay, now we can get you to go 90. There. Alright, so steady as she goes. If this happens to be the end of the battle, I'm actually content with that. Since they're fleeing, though, I don't really feel like it's the right time to do our torpedo engagement. Okay, when they start coming back, that's going to be the moment where they're at their weakest for a torpedo attack. Okay, another, a little bit more. Are they caught in an oscillation? The ship has taken some serious damage, though. But without the rest of the battleships, I don't feel like it's the appropriate time to launch our... In fact, are they making their torpedo run? Torpedo range is not so bad. It's 1910, pretty much. Yeah, it is, actually. This is January 1910. I didn't notice that. So, torpedo range is not terrible. Ooh, the Königsberg is just getting blasted. It may only say light damage here, but I beg to differ. A 3,100-ton ship is not going to be able to stand up very well against 3 6-inch hits. Okay, and the 3 3-inch hits, yes. The 2 3-inch hits, yes. She will be able to stand up against that quite nicely. Where the heck are you going, Deputy Trois? Yeah, she's going much slower. I think that we actually have her. Okay, Sardinia, come back. Frauenlob also getting hit. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and launch our torpedo attack just to see what happens. And then we can call this episode to an early close. I mean, not the episode, but the battle. It's going to be a small victory for us at least. We do have some ships running through here. Not ideal. So if we try to hook down and engage harder, the more we hook down, the less our wind advantage is. But at the same time, we might have to take some desperate measures here to stop the blockade. So I'm going to do it. Here we go. We're going down. Make your course heading 135. Make your course heading 135. Where is it? Somewhere over here. There it is. Okay. Oh gosh, we have light cruisers mixed up in the mess. Not good. After this turn. Make your heading 135. I'll make it 136 because I overcooked that one a little bit. Oh, didn't you guys get the message? Turn down this way, please. Let's just get these guys to go to AI control as well. Obviously, we're not using them well, so we'll just let them... No, I don't want them screening, though. Support. Okay, that seemed to work. I'm not getting any complaints, at least. 135. And the last one, we'll slow her down a little bit so that... Oh my gosh, what has happened here? What the heck is going on? Okay, there. Now, it's been 25 minutes of this episode. I'm going to hope to speed things along a little bit here. Frauenlob, Westphalen. Oh, this is good. This is still, we're still in it. Still in it to win it. Oh my gosh. You need to get the heck out of there. And you are, which is good. Because you really need not to be there anymore. This is interesting. It presents to us another situation where we could actually turn and try to go after these guys. Although, I think that's their scout force and they would just flee from the main battle lines. So let's just take the advantage we already have and try to stick with that. So we're getting a few hits. I'm seeing the battle swinging in our favor. Okay, let's just run for 5 minutes at least. Time, it's still, is it still stopping us? If I do this, will you actually run for 5 minutes? No. I don't think I need to be given reports about ammunition. There's nothing I'm going to change about ammunition. Let me even see if I can just disable that. I think it's a serious message though. Open fire, identification, hit, flotation. Yeah, there's no separate setting. I guess I probably should ask for these things. A setting which, for each one of these notifications, although it's going to make the list of options longer, you really do want to turn off various things as you're going. So, there, good enough. Let's try to run continuously, and we'll speed it up a little bit. Okay, I see that somebody here is... Ah, yeah. So we're actually going to end up isolating this Westphalen, which is also a good thing. Okay, Westphalen's hit. And we did engage our torpedoes. This could be really interesting. Who's going to go after them? So we actually totally isolated this one dreadnought. And none of our ships are actually making their torpedo run, which is a little disappointing because it's such a... well, it would have been a great target when we were still approaching. Now it's not as good of a target. We might just have to let her go. I don't know what she's going to do, but I think pressing against the other group is going to be more important. Like, which one are we hitting? Yeah, we actually are hitting, but that's only with 4-inch guns. Okay, yeah, and then we're hitting the one that is actually damaged with our 12-inch guns. So yeah, I think this is still the right thing to do to pursue this ship. We've just made this ship, well, it looks like she's going to target the Marseillais, which she is more than a match for. That is problematic, actually. I wish our destroyers... Well, you know what? Just take matters into our own hands here. Okay, max speed. We'll just do it ourselves. Now, I don't have a great track record with getting torpedoes launched as I want them. So, spoiler alert, this may not work out well. But if it does, they will call me a genius. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, go do your thing. Charge! So far they haven't hit us either, which is good. There it is, the hits are starting to come. Hopefully the torpedo launches will follow. No, it looks like this ship has already... Has it already lost? Oh, wow, we actually... Wait. This is interesting. That looks like it could be a hit. Oh my gosh. Game changer. Oh, it died off. Okay, pursue. It's like they know, you know? They don't turn until you launch your torpedoes, and then they just move very quickly. Turning back even. Cheeky. Oh, wow, we actually sank somebody. We'll say yes to this. Okay, there it is. And at least we've gotten the Westphalen to kind of fall back. So we will resume our normal course. Steady as she goes. Good job that I actually at least got them to launch torpedoes, but unfortunately it was not successful. This ship is dead in the water. We don't have any reports as to why. Actually, I do have a report if I actually care to look in the log entries. Yeah, engine room hits. So that explains it. At least she was able to launch 3 torpedoes before she became basically inoperable. Okay, let's move this back up to a normal speed. Unfortunately, that might have just sacrificed one of our destroyers because it doesn't look like anybody's coming into the rescue. I want the ship to go to AI control just because I don't want to have to worry about when she gets her engines back. I don't know when that'll be, but until it happens, I just want her to automatically resume her course. Yeah, they're not going to engage us, so you know what? That's it. We're going after the Westphalen then. we're going to split our group. Pincer move. I'm going to actually assign ships to AI control to make this a little bit faster. They hopefully know their role. If they follow the Sacre Bleu, then we've done a good job. So we are just turning and heading towards the one threat that we may... what's their speed, though? 20. Well, they can't outrun us. Squad max, everyone. Yeah, this will be interesting. I don't want to have to risk my heavy cruiser, though. Okay, so here we go. We got ships heading in the right direction. It's probably pretty obvious if you're a commander what's going on. Did I miss some people? Well, I mean, I missed some people. Yes. Get these guys to go to AI control now. You, not you. You, yes. Okay, good. And here we go. So we have ships on each side. This is good. Was exactly the intended maneuver. And she's going to slip through us, it looks like, right through the middle. But that's I kind of want her to engage there, and then we can close the door on the trap. Okay, good. So this is interesting. I'm going to have to take some of these guys off of AI control because we're going to want to do slightly more complicated maneuvers now. We want to make sure we box her in. I'm not sure who you are engaging, but let's just focus on this Westphalen. If we can get this one, then I will be quite happy. Oh, okay, well, this is one way to make sure that we get a job done quickly. Great. I'm trying to figure out what was their turret armor. 10.5, I mean, that's still pretty substantial. But you can see this is the real risk of running with low turret armor. Exactly what I intend to avoid. Now, I will say that this is much less of a risk for any of the old designs. Any battleship is going to have much less risk of this. But if you're designing a dreadnought, which we have now done, the Devastation class, we did put pretty high turret armor, and that's exactly for this reason. So, all right, now I think at this point we put ourselves in disarray in order to get that kill. We've done some serious damage on the other Westphalen. We're not going to just push our luck too much, though. In some weird way, we're going to jaunter over to these heavy cruisers. I don't know exactly how that's going to happen, but... and we're going to take our shots at them as well, because battleships versus heavy cruisers is always good. Yeah, we'll do this. We will pick up the survivors of battleships. Now, I'm probably going to want a lot of guys to go to AI control at this point, because it's going to be... start to become a very huge headache. Oh, watch out for the torpedoes as well. So just make our run at the heavy cruisers, and let's just see what comes of it. So things are going to get very, very disjointed now, which I already knew as soon as I decided to make my move for the Westphalen. Now, it already panned out for us, so I'm happy. But okay, Leanna's out of main ammo. That is important to know. The heavy cruisers over here are realizing, I think, what the plan is. But we don't want to re-engage. We actually do not want to re-engage this because we're so out of formation. So we may even end up doing some kind of turn away and just call this battle as it is. It's not that the French don't want to keep fighting. It's just that it's time to go home, eat breakfast, croissants, and, you know, stuff like that. We're wary from a long fight. We've already shown that we are the superior navy, obviously. So why not just, now they're making a move at us. This, okay, I need you guys. Where are you? Turn off this, head north. Let's get everyone heading north, and then this will be the perfect opportunity to call in my destroyers for their run. Absolutely the perfect time when they are pursuing. It looks like we'll call that in right now. And that'll probably be our last little parting gesture to the Germans. I don't know if anybody will take the bait. I don't know if any of our destroyers are even interested in going. But if they are not, yeah, it's a perfect time when they make this run at us. I could force it again. This is a lot of destroyers too, which either is a good thing or we'll get ourselves into some serious trouble. Losing a lot of destroyers would not be good. Why they are laying smoke, I'm not exactly sure. Now, let me think. There's a point in time if they continue to pursue where it will be better for us to actually form a battle line once more. And it certainly wouldn't be impossible to do that. I would rather my destroyers take a run at them, but if my destroyers just don't pay attention to the fact that I'm signaling the flotilla attack, the very typical destroyer torpedo run to disengage. I mean, this was standard operating procedure. Oh, we actually lost a... Looks like the Hargaberry lost a turret. They just are not disengaging either. Okay, well, let's just run this for a little while. No, they are not going to disengage. Alright, well, back into the field of battle we go. Let's just turn everyone at a weird angle-ish and see where people end up. I think everyone is... All the battleships, I think, are under manual control except for one. I seem to remember one that I put onto AI control. Here we go. Or was it two? No. Yep, just that one. Okay, good. So you will also make the turn this direction. Here we go. Aha! We landed hit on the Emden, wherever that one is. Yeah, so if their light cruisers are what engages us, we're like very well in very good condition to engage those. Let's have you step up. Just want to organize things a little bit here. Okay, good. We only have to worry about the heavy cruisers and our battleships. That shouldn't be too daunting of a task. This is where the mess is, of course. It's like cluster foxtrot. But we'll get it sorted eventually. Yeah, it's they're weird. They turn, then they turn back again. Make up your minds, you silly Germans. Okay, now here we go this way. That's close enough to what I want. We have most of our yeah, we have most of our battleships on the outer side. I missed one somehow. Ah, the Le Carlotte. We'll just stack this one in. It'll be a little bit tight, but that's okay. Ah, man, I really don't know how to deal with this. It's like going to be an endurance test. I want to disengage. They won't let me. It's like the game is forcing me to... Okay, you know what? Let's do it this way. Well, if they don't... If they just hold their current course, things are actually okay. We're out of main ammo. Why don't they let us go back and reload? Yeah, we just don't have the ammo to do this, so... I'm just going to do the battlefield turn away again. Make up your mind, Admiral Tortuga. I know, but yeah, at least our 6-inch, our 10-inch guns are firing. Whoops, Le Carlotte, we left you behind. Okay, good. And for a parting blow, we shoot the Westphalen once more. I'm just going to rely on our destroyers doing what they should do, which is eventually make their torpedo run, and that'll call off the... That'll be the end of the pursuit. Everyone's out of ammo anyway. Nothing more we can do here. Really disappointing, though, that they're just playing this like this long-range game. It's very frustrating. It's a good game. I mean, it's a very good strategic... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. that shouldn't matter because we have destroyers who will, of course, go and engage. I think they're going... No, they're just not sure what they want to do. So nothing is happening instead. And everyone's getting separated because I didn't give exactly the correct course for disengaging to everyone. There it is. Okay, good. Finally, at last. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more and almost free. Come on already. Let's go up to fast. This is really silly. Okay, good. At least nightfall's finally coming. Okay, can we speed away now? Yeah, look at this. We're outside our French port. So you know what we can do? Is sail home. Home to Brest, boys. A successful engagement, I'd say. Only time will tell exactly what the results are, but that time is coming up really, really soon. Everyone enter Brest. Ta-da! There it is. Alright. So a major French victory. We sank one dreadnought, heavy damage to the other one, 2 light cruisers, 3 destroyers. Not a single ship was lost. Tortuga has brought home all of his ships. And that is something I'm really excited to say. No, wait, we did lose a destroyer at some point, right? But that was phenomenal. And look at that huge victory point. Yes, this will be... I'm going to put this under Tort, so we can go back and reference this later. If somebody does like an end of the series review, that might be interesting. Just any of these really important battles. So do that. Now we're in really good shape for this war. Despite the blockade, we have this massive victory point advantage, which no single blockade. I mean, it'll take maybe 5 years, way too many years for their blockade points, victory points to add up to surmount this deficit. So we're in good shape. The only thing we have to worry about right now, unfortunately, is the fact that they have invaded our colony in the Caribbean. So let's see how we can respond to that. We can do a response with our Mediterranean Brennus. This is not going to necessarily stop the invasion. It won't. I'm just hoping that it will put a halt to the invasion progress. Unfortunately, we can't get directly there. We're going to have to do a double skip. How are our foreign tonnages looking lately? Because if we can move anybody else over, we can't. I'd love to shift somebody into the Caribbean. That's just going to have to do, unfortunately. Maybe we can sneak a Latouche Treville in as well. Let's get the Marseillais. See if she can move into the Caribbean. We'll take a chance. So, next turn. Okay, good. Our forces are fighting valiantly in the Antilles. That's good. And... oh, good! We actually improved our research by studying the German ships. And now we have superimposed turrets. Wow. That's incredible. So convoy defense, decline that, of course. I even wanted to decline convoy attacks. Those usually end up being like destroyers. It says battle size large, but I don't know what that means. We will decline it. Also, the victory points you lose by declining also gives you an indication, usually, of the fleet size. This one looks like it's only going to be destroyers. Raid on... nope, I don't like raids. I don't like convoy defense. Oh my gosh. They have 11 heavy... that's impossible. I can't possibly be right that they have 11 armored cruisers. But we'll decline. And, I mean, we will lose the victory point battle if we keep doing this forever. But the hope is we will win in the Caribbean, defeat their invasion, and then just hopefully bring them to the talks of peace. Okay, so this is interesting. I've had so many mixed reactions about this. The army wants more resources to prepare for an offensive that will shift the strategic initiative. The Prime Minister is asking for my opinion. We can either say that only the Navy can win the war, which gives us more budget, or we can say, yeah, go ahead and take a huge hit in budget so that the army can win the war. Now, when you're playing as France against Germany, this only makes sense. Of course, it would be the land war that would be the massively decisive one. So I'm going to do that, although the results, your mileage may vary, but my results are usually not extremely positive. Decline this. Coastal raid, no. A cruiser action. This is not one of my good ships, so I'll decline this as well. Okay, good. I actually want these. These are the kind of things I like. The bow. Is this the Beauregard? Who was it? The Bugeaud. The Bugeaud. What fine kind of ship are you? Lavoisier. Even better. I mean, it's either the Sardinia or the Lavoisier. Now, it's been 45 minutes. I'm going to try to hammer this one out extremely quickly. And unfortunately, this series this war is just dragging on a bit. If I do say so myself. So, Squad Max, if this is a heavy cruiser, we will fight it. We will run away. If it's a light cruiser, goodness. Aha. I'm pretty sure we are the superior. Perhaps we've met our match. In fact, this is the identical ship. But we won't run away from a fair fight. So onward. Let's get those other guns going. There it is, full broadside engaging. Close the gap. Yes, we will. Aha, we started off the fight with the first blows, and they returned with a nice salvo of their own. Okay, the next salvo again is theirs. Oh man, we lost a turret. Okay, we returned fire. We're just gonna let this one play out. Oh man! Oh look! See, it's like they have. I'm not the only one to report this. The AI appears to have vision of your torpedoes, and they react appropriately. It's just unfortunate. We're really trading blows. This is a close one. I think we're slightly behind, though. Okay, turret disabled. We need to find out which turrets I even have available. Starboard side is better. Make the turn. Or should we call it, Captain? Should we retreat? Fire started. Good God. We have to fight it, though. How is she doing? Good God, how is she... 2.5, 2-2. 2.5, 2-2. Good God. How is this possible? She has all of her turrets available still. And we're going too slow to even run away now, so we're just doomed. It's the most unfortunate occurrence, but there's nothing we could do. And, you know, we didn't fight this battle poorly. This is just RNG. Sometimes happens. What? She's down to 5 knots. Approach. Approach. When she's going slow, she should be a lot easier to hit. Unfortunately, that backfired a bit. Okay. Should we just disengage? Yes. Better not lose the ship. No. We're going for it. I know this is insane. It is quite insane, but we're going for it. Our rickety old ship is pushing on. We don't even have a front turret anymore. Oh, no. Wait. It's my ship which is okay. What? Oh, those were all disabled. Those weren't destroyed. And we got them all back. Okay, now this is important. Who's out of ammo? Front is out of ammo? Everyone else is okay. Starboard has the weaker side, so we're going to give him port. Port side batteries open. Open fire, port side. Come on. Don't fail me now. Okay, we're going to go starboard just because I want to maintain the wind advantage. And that currently means going south. Okay, another hit. No, don't deviate. See if we can get another one. We missed it. So if you turn when you're on target, it's better not to turn. Just let your guns have already found their target. Just let them stay trained. Come on. Near miss. A hit. Everything. It's so close. A hit. Oh, that was a non-penetrating hit. A hit on for us. Oh, nickels and dimes. I mean, it's close. They destroyed a turret of ours? Damn. But it's the rear turret. Probably the best turret to have destroyed if we're engaging aggressively like this. We're getting a few hits in. A few more. So aggressive. Right at the edge of destruction, but pushing the ship to just the last little bit we have. They dodged another torpedo. Oh gosh, that one went right through it. We're pushing on though. Vive la France. Spun right by her. She can't get away. We have her. Just a little bit more now. Oh, that was good. That was like 5 more hits. She's on fire. Heavy damage. Bring her home. Oh, another torpedo. We did it. We did it. Well, that was fantastic. Fun little engagement to end. Whew. So, that fleet battle took quite a long time. I apologize about that. I'll have to probably just go to AI control and speed things up because I don't want things to bog down. I'm going to try to target the next month as the final month, or at least the next episode as the final episode of War, and hopefully I can speed through and even finish the series in the next one so I can pass it on to XTRG. Because I wanted to match the number of episodes that Historical Gamer had. He had 8, so I don't want to make more than 8 myself, especially because I am now pushing on to the 50-minute mark. For the second video in a row, I'm over 40 minutes. But that was a lot of fun doing that last engagement. Even though it was much less significant, you can see the victory points barely ticked at all in our favor because it was really close despite the fact we didn't lose our ship. So that's going to call this video to a close though. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys back for hopefully the end of this Admiral Tortuga's tenure. And until then, take care.